All right. Lost copy.
Nice. What's up, y'all? All right, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Been a
yeah.
while.
Return of the copy.
It's all good. It's like yacht rock. Everything comes full circle.
Yep. It's like Genko jeans.
It's like Jean Nate. Jean Nate. Jean Nate. Oh, this episode's sponsored by Rick Zolti. Rick Zolti. Welcome to Lost Copy. I don't even know what Rick Zolti's for. I just know it does something good.
Yeah, it's a medicine.
Dude,
Um
if you don't like Rick Zolti, you can combine it with Austedo
and
and
right.
not spill your coffee mug from tardive dyskinesia.
I'd like to cap it off with some Caplita. Um
It's like, oh, is that not enough? How about a boost? It's like how many things can I boost my mood with?
I so
It's like
many, man.
try this mushroom coffee.
I'm drinking mushroom coffee. I've got an aura ring. I'm sleep. I'm,
Every
I'm
time
I'm sleeping with a CPAP machine. I don't know what's going on.
every time I go to Facebook, I see Neil Patrick Harris drinking Rise coffee.
It's like
I'm like if NPH does it, it's got to be hip.
I can't think of anything more disgusting than a mushroom coffee. Just
Mushroom
personally speaking.
coffee. Anyway, so this I know it's been a while. We're gonna get back on track, Green, but this week we're doing something very special. This is going back to 96. And by the way, I own this on DVD.
Uh,
That's
that's
sad. Or is it or is it cool?
yeah. It might be it might be um something to get rid of if you ever come under investigation. Like, yeah,
It's like
um,
I don't have that.
it's seriously maybe one of the most cringiest. I love this movie, but it is hard to watch sometimes because it's so
Oh,
cringy.
it's
But it's
because
it
it's
does
made
it
in
so great.
96 and you don't think of that as that long ago. I don't know if you agree with me, but I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
there's some stuff going on in this movie. And I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, you know what's interesting? I was thinking this might be the first double actor we have because William Petersen was in Manhunter, which I believe was that our first episode?
yeah, definitely.
So
Oh
for
no, we
some
had
reason, like
Blowout was the first one,
that's right.
but Manhunter
But
was right up there second,
yeah,
and
like
we are just William Peterson fanboys
well, we are.
to the max. I mean, like we love that dude. So
What about To Live and Die in LA? He's also good in that. He's
and let
he's
me
one of
let
the
me
few bow-legged actors that's out there.
let me point out something that William Peterson does. I was thinking about this. He does it in this movie, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I know he does it in Live and Die LA, but he does. I don't know if he does it in Manhunter, but he constantly holds his sunglasses like this,
Oh, he does. That's a great call, dude. That's a
and
great call.
and
The mouth, yeah.
I've never seen anyone else do it, and I don't. But he does it in multiple films. I'm sure of it. It's just like one of those like
He probably does
personality
it in
quirks.
Manhunter and we never noticed it, but that's a
I'll
great call.
yeah, I'll be
It's like
looking.
it's like when Stallone chewed on the match in Cobra.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
exactly,
Marion Cabretti. Anyway,
exactly.
but yeah, Fear, directed by James Foley. We got William Petersen. We got Amy Brenneman. Who else we got here? We got, of course, Wahlberg, a very young Reese Witherspoon, and then Alyssa Milano. She's like 25 and she's playing a senior in high school. Like, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Yeah. and 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 no offense to Ms. Milano, but wow, like that's maybe the worst like acting in this movie.
Yes.
Um
Yes. I kept waiting for Tony Danza to pop and be like, Jonathan.
Angela.
Anyway, so yeah, so the very easy setup. Like, I guess, and it's funny because 25, 30 years ago when this movie came out, this wasn't a thing. But this is like what Lifetime movies are today, like the bad BET movies. You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
bad Tubi movies are, but these were movies that were going to theaters still in the late 90s or mid 90s. So all this is, and I'll let you expand, is basically, you know, stepmom and dad raising kids. He's an architect. They live in Seattle. They're pretty wealthy, and she has a best friend that's kind of like into bad stuff. You know, everybody has one of those friends, and played by Alyssa Milano. And so they start hanging out, and she meets, you know, this guy, and like what and I'll pass it to you on this, but like the biggest thing about this is they meet him at some pool hall. Like, what high school kids can just walk into a bar pool hall? Like, I couldn't do that. Like, if I walked into a bar pool hall at her age, they would have been like, "Get the f out, dude."
Well,
But they just
well, yeah, exactly. Like I thought that same thing on the rewatch, and they cut class to go to this pool hall. And you go in this pool hall in the middle of the day, and it's like, let's say it's like a Thursday. It's packed.
It's packed. I know.
Packed.
It's like, is everyone in Seattle taking a gap year?
Is everyone is everyone like addicted to like Steve the Miz Mizrak and like billiards? Like, I mean,
everybody's like, look, we're waiting for our Peace Corps applications. It's like, dude, no.
This is the most congested, packed, hip pool hall ever. They are passing out flyers for a party somewhere else, and the party's name is Fetish, which is what? So, imagine high school kids don't know that. Back in '96, they do right now.
Imagine you're in Zanesville and you skip class with like one of your buddies, and you go to this bar, and then you're like, "Look, Dad, can I go to Fetish?" It's like, that's not even possible.
We're down here at Ricky's Pool Hall. It's packed. It's a Wednesday afternoon. I'm thinking about going to Fetish. It is ridiculous, and they're also, let's also point out, they're ordering food
at Fetish
at whatever this pool hall is, because pool halls are definitely known for like
actually Fetish does have good wood fire
like,
pizzas.
Man,
it's like, I
recommend the fettuccine at Fetish, like, and but it's so stupid. And Alyssa Milano orders a piece of chocolate cake. Like I was also like, what? Like, I can't help but like pick up on these like small weird facts of this movie.
It's bizarre. Remember, this is the same guy that did At Close Range. Remember how uncomfortable that movie was?
Oh,
like, he's the king of uncomfortable.
He is, because like, Glenn Ross, like,
yes,
that's all dialogue, and you're squirming in your seat. Like, yeah, and he also let's point out, and thinking about the fact that he is kind of like the master of discomfort. He did he did the 50 Shades of Terrible trilogy.
Of Dakota Johnson. Yeah.
The only good thing in it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, James Foley's like the master of like
crazy.
Even there's scenes in this movie.
Can you imagine if he directed like Spy Game or like The Conversation? Like, dude, like it would be like a 4-hour saga. Like, it would never end. Everybody's dubious.
If he directed The Departed,
oh my god!
Like you would be like, it would be like the filthiest, like squirmiest movie ever.
Dude, Martin Sheen is 3 people. It's like, that's how we do it. It's like Sheen on Sheen. Anyway, so basically, you know, young girl, like guy that's not really in high school. Obviously, she has to sell this to her family, but before that, dude, he's so slimy, and like you said, the outfits are so midnight. It's like everyone came straight out of WOMAD. And showed up at Fetish.
Oh man,
or Lollapalooza, whatever.
Oh yeah,
festival.
I mean, all baggy jeans and chokers on the girls.
Yes.
And like
Dude,
when
there's even Toad the Wet Sprocket.
when Dave,
Toad the Wet Sprocket.
they have, I mean, Bush is
Anyway.
in the soundtrack, and
Oh
Prick
God.
is on the soundtrack, and it's like, dude, I get it.
It's
Like,
like
I get it. James Foley's like Prick. Bush,
he's like,
get it? It's like I do.
thanks.
I wish I
Yeah.
didn't.
Thanks, innuendo.
Like yeah, he's like kind of like the opposite of innuendo, but
Oh,
like
he's just like, here it is.
that's what it's so horrible. But
And
yeah,
this,
like
by the way, Mark Wahlberg, David McCall, the bad guy, he has no money. He lives in like basically like a flop house, but he drives a '66 Corvair.
he has like,
What?
and
Dude,
you
I had a 1980 Buick Regal, bitch. Like how's this work? How's this
I had a
work?
Chevy Celebrity Eurosport.
Yeah, the
I
old
mean,
gray mare.
uh,
How's this even work?
yeah, and he also like the only reason you know he was in jail is because he's got this tiny little like prison photo of himself taped up next to like his shrine. And it's I'm just like laughing about that. I'm like, who puts like the worst moment of their life on a picture and hangs it up?
Well, plus he's like a good looking guy and he like lives with like the drummer from Limp Bizkit. Like, what is going on with that dynamic of his social group? It's
oh,
so
Nobby?
weird. Yeah.
Nobby.
Yeah. The one guy looks like the Deliverance banjo player all grown up.
I know.
God, it's bizarre.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, he
bizarre.
does. It does look like he kind of like is like the pretty front man to like a
Yes.
grunge band in Seattle. I don't know if that was the
You know what?
metaphor, but maybe.
Well, that's a good call. But before we get into the good stuff, like, dude, for some, I gotta tell you, I feel like Logan is underrated. Logan,
Yeah.
he's got like he's always wearing a leather jacket. It's like 80 degrees. Like I will wear a leather jacket, and my hair is awesome.
He's like, look,
And I smoke a crack pipe. That's cool.
it's like they named me Logan because they couldn't get Donald Logue to actually do that part. But that's because I thought it was him before I was like, wait, what? But nah. Yeah, like
Logue.
that whole
He was too busy
is,
filming Antitrust with Tim Robbins.
the Tao of Steve.
Yes, there it is.
It was good.
Anyway, so you can see where this is going. Like this girl's in way over her head. She's falling for all his bullshit, and he's like, and like, okay, I'm skipping right over the roller coaster scene because I have children and it makes me uncomfortable. So we're gonna go right past it. It's like we're going around 270 and we're not getting off at Sawmill Road. Do you understand the metaphor?
Only one comment about that scene is
the orbit.
I will never
from fetish to the orbit.
I will never knowingly or willingly listen to Wild Horses ever again.
Oh my god!
That's
tell me about
like
it.
If you want to ruin a song, that's how you do it,
dude. If I hear Wild Horses, I'm gonna punch a man. I was like, here is something I can't understand. How can I just punch a man? Oh my god, it's so bizarre. And she's like, look, never mind. We gotta go back. It's like,
yeah,
dude, that's
skipped.
We gotta skip it.
It's yeah. And then after that, kind of hell breaks loose. That's when like David McCall starts winding back clocks.
Yep. Oh, the first red flag. Cole, give me a Coke.
Yeah, give me a Coke.
Well, and then Steve's like, he's like, what? He's like, did you just talk to my daughter like that? He's like, I did. Like,
yeah,
I did.
I know. Like he doesn't back off of it with his look. He's like,
yeah, he's like, get me a Coke. And why are you looking at Alyssa Milano's ass, Steve? Huh?
Oh man. Just so it's so like,
uncomfortable.
Well, he's so right up there because it's like why just all of it is like why are you doing this craziness?
And did you I didn't realize how timely because I looked the year and I'm like, oh, of course, every girl in this movie is dressed straight out of the Oops, I Did It Again video. Like it's the
Yep.
same outfit, dude. Like they're all like, look, this is the thing, you
Yeah.
know? It's hilarious. So anyway, obviously this guy's no good. Okay, can we and then he has a moment where they have a disagreement. He hits her, she freaks out, blah blah blah. Dad's like, I told you so. But then they make up and like
Well,
she falls for it again.
well, when he accidentally hits her, it's because he's beating up her best friend
Right,
Gary,
right.
and like Gary is like the most non-threatening
Yeah. Gary's
like
like the good
other
neighbor
guy.
from my he's like the good neighbor from my so-called life. It's friggin' Gary, man. Like this is a yeah, and that part, and well, there's more to come with Gary later, but um I mean, Gary gets necked.
I was like, poor
Just
Gary.
straight up.
I know, Gary's
He's just like, he's like, how about I trip you over a stick and then break your friggin' neck,
I know,
Gary?
it's like he chases him down in the woods like literally like a wild animal. And
Gary.
so yeah,
Oh
it's so
shit.
nuts. But
So he just basically Green, like he starts turning on everybody just to get to this girl, and then the dad starts because the stepmom's duped, right? The dad starts asking questions. So let's go to the scene where he shows up at the school in his red, Mustang and says, "Follow me around the corner, David." The
yeah, I love that scene. That's
tete-a-tete.
that's yeah, I think I probably have that over here, but
And I love it too. If you look at that scene, Foley like starts like this, and when they walk together, he just pans in, and all of a sudden it's just faces. It's pretty damn good. I mean, it's not. This isn't arty cinema, but that scene, that's the scene in this film.
right there, yep.
Because
Yeah.
plus he talks about this is all over his stick.
That's the comment I was gonna make. I was gonna
Oh,
he's like,
Stick
he's
starring
like
Burt Reynolds. It's like no, I'm
he's like,
not watching Stick.
with all of your inadequacies, you
Yes.
would be all over my stick. And I was like,
Like
whoa,
what?
that's a, and I
How
mean,
does he not punch him right there and then?
oh man, he's hoping to. And then like this is where it's like hilarious. Like William Petersen pokes him in the chest like a couple times, just a
Yeah,
couple
poke
pokes.
poke.
And then
It's like yeah,
and then he asks later on, he asks his daughter, or his daughter accuses him of like something. He's like, no, he's like,
right.
well, I poked him in the chest. He's like, yeah, I saw the bruises, Dad. And because that's what he
Yes.
does the and like bruises him. So when we first saw that, do you remember like we I think we
Yes.
both walked out of the theater
Dude, it
like
was awesome.
smacking
It
our
was like,
chest like um but when you're watching it and that scene takes place and William Petersen walks away
you're
and
just like, what's he
you just see
doing?
Wahlberg. Yeah, I know. You're like, what is going on in this movie?
Well, but forward to Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. Conspiracy theory. Did McConaughey steal the chest beat from Fear Wahlberg? It's the same move.
It's the same move.
It's a famous scene. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, it's the scene I think out of like if you're when you think of this movie, I mean,
It's awesome.
this scene
This
is
and Nicole
amazing.
Forever. Do you know how many post-it notes I've written Nicole Forever and like past? Like the people like that know about
Yeah.
this movie. I'm like, yep. I'm like, you know about Fear. Here it is. Oh, there, yes. Dude. It was like a pen with a pen knife.
He just like yeah. He actually like when he you know what he carves it in with? Like when I was watching, I was like, what does he carve that? He's
That sounds
carving
like
it
a
in with
pen knife.
it was a dart. It was a
Oh,
dart because you
dude.
could see like the back, like the little
The
twisty
little
part of the dart.
leaflets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, well, of course, because he lived in that flop house. That's all they had.
yeah, I guess. Like, yeah,
Darts and ramen. Monty Soundbraid is in the corner. He's like, hello. ramen.
I saw kids do stuff like that in my study hall in high school, like try to give themselves tattoos.
Oh my
They,
God. Oh, I don't doubt it.
oh
That
yeah,
or pierce themselves too.
yes,
Anyway,
both. Yep.
so this it gets crazy. So then the big setup, obviously, and it's funny because I just talked to you about this yesterday via phone or to texted you, is it comes down to a showdown, obviously, where there's this big blow up and the two best friends get into a fight, and then they all end up back at his big house, and it's like friggin' straw dogs. Like, dude, the end of that
Yeah.
movie. I'm sorry, and I'm referencing 1971 films with Dustin Hoffman at this point, but that ending is not for the faint of heart. Like, it's scary as shit. Like, these people are gonna kill this family. Like, it
Oh
starts
yeah.
off like, hey, let's go to fetish, and this guy's not good for us, and then he kills Gary and then invades their home and like starts shooting people. Like,
Oh
it turns on a dime in a big way. It's it's almost like when walking the hotel scene in At Close Range, just the same director. It's like, what
yep.
just happened in this film? Like, this is
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
At close range is like again
Oh,
one of the most.
it's just like,
It's awesome, and if you haven't seen
yeah,
it,
it
it's a
is. It
masterpiece.
is.
But like, you and I love that film, and we reference
Oh,
it, but we've I think we've only watched it maybe like once or twice together because like it's so like you're just like
it's hard.
it is it's an emotional investment. But
And Christopher Penn's like, Dad. He's just like, well, I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
like, sorry, buddy. He's
Sorry,
like,
dude.
damn it. Anyway,
He's like, I'm trying to steal tractors, man. Like, God.
he's like, I can't do it.
Yeah, well, like,
He's like, I gotta get footloose.
well, like,
Okay?
and one of the most disturbing things in Fear is when they're all attacking the house,
Especially Logan.
especially Logan does so many things. Like, there's a family dog, Kaiser.
Oh,
That's
Kaiser.
awesome, and man, they do something in this movie you're not expecting, which is they
Yeah.
cut the
No
dog's
more
head off,
dog.
and then you just see the dog's head come in through the dog door, and the son runs over
Picks
to
it
greet the
up.
dog, and and just
Dude,
stares at it
it's
for like a
that.
good 10 seconds in the
And this
movie,
kid,
and it's like
how old do you think Toby is in the movie? He's like, what, 6 or 7?
he's
8 maximum?
yeah, I would say probably 8 years old because he's like yeah, he's probably
So
right
we
around
went
8.
from high school party fun, shouldn't date this guy, made some bad choices. Now we're severing dog heads.
And yeah, and putting him in front of like a little kid.
Yes.
And that's the precursor to them trying to like you said kill the entire family. Um and and there's also just like a couple disturbing before we get to like the very end of it.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Like
please take it away.
there's a scene where Logan is
Oh,
hooking up
Logue.
with Alyssa Milano's character,
Is
and
that hooking up or is it smoking crack and grinding?
well, like
Like,
I,
what was that? She's
I,
just like,
they're like making out. I think
what's going on in that
the inference
scene?
was like they're already together, but then
Okay,
Wahlberg walks up, rips her off of his lap, makes her say like that she
tell him you
wants,
want me.
yeah, like and then he goes and like assaults her.
Well, but let's continue with the high school theme of not only do they go to fetish in the orbit, but clearly when you go to a party at that high school, you wear a thong, a halter top, and some cowboy boot.
Yeah, I mean,
Every girl that came to my house in high school wore that.
I can't
I
tell
don't know
you how
about Z
often.
Town.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely on
I
the
mean,
cowboy boots. I mean, 100%. Um, I'm over there in my
oh
Bugle Boys,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, touch my shirt, it'll change colors.
All the
Oh
flannel
my
in
God, what's my Genera Hyper?
all the flannel in that movie is like
My
Union
Genera
Bay.
Hyper color. Oh, Union Bay. The Union Bay. There might even be some Mossimo gear up in there.
Oh,
There might be some
definitely.
Mossy. I mean, remember, this is pre-buckle. So, yeah, there's no way there was any of that. There's no way there was Peter Millar.
The gene scene is what we had,
oh,
man.
oh, Muggsy.
Well, but yeah,
Does every guy in Columbus wear Fabletics?
not everyone, but like there's
the little joggers, the gathered joggers with the zippers, and they're way too tight. It's like Mark Wahlberg's shirt. It's like, is that a spider ski thermal layer top you're wearing? Because this tight as fuck.
And they're tucked in. He tucks them in too. He's like tucking in his sweater. He's like, it's the 90s.
He's like, look.
He's like,
my belt buckle's huge, so check it out.
Those things are so stupid.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's because it looked like us going to karaoke after we graduated. That's why. I think that was our outfit.
I had army boots, man.
That's true. Anyway, oh shit! So this movie it's funny because, and I'll let you get back to before the big ending, but like this movie, it starts off kind of like, oh, this is kind of fun, and then like I said, dude, you're just like, what is it? Ramps up, and I don't know if you've seen this movie before you take it. So when we left off, we were just getting close to the end, and we talked about the pound your chest scene. I tried to load up that scene, and for some reason it wouldn't work. But so it basically comes down to, like you said, they throw, they're cutting off dogs' heads. They kill a security guard.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's like, is this guy a bad date or is he a murderer? Like, it's just a weird transition.
Yeah. Like, you don't know what he went to prison for.
Nope.
At all. He's got he's got the scummiest crew of all time.
Yeah. Let's roll up.
I was thinking about this. You much like the stepfather, you don't really know if his name is David McCall. He's got a picture of himself from jail up on the wall. That's about all you know. That's about it.
Might have been. D Mac. In the joint, they called me D Mac.
Like Davy Boy.
Davy Boy. Anyway, it's a great watch because it's, like I said, it's great cinema, but like you get to see Mark Wahlberg really young, and this is like, I was looked it up, like this is not far away from the Funky Bunch, dude.
No, like I saw that too. It's
95, crazy. Right?
Yep. It's
where are we at with this?
I think he said
was Good Vibrations.
Yeah, I think 91? That was like 90. No, that was like more like, yeah, maybe 91, 92,
okay,
something like that.
So about 5 years later.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
He only did like 2 movies before this. And I think they shot this in 94. It got released in 96.
I was going to say they sat on the shelf. Yeah.
So they sat on this movie for a couple years. Probably because they couldn't even know if they were going to release it or not. What's crazy, another little fact about this movie too, is that Wahlberg was recommended to James Foley by Leonardo DiCaprio, because that's who was supposed to play David McCall originally, was DiCaprio.
Oh, what's eating David McCall?
Yeah, and I'm sure Leonardo DiCaprio was like, I love good parts. I'm not afraid of controversial parts.
Right.
I don't know if I could do that on a roller coaster. So I'm
but here's Marky Mark.
but I know somebody that will. And so like, and then he comes along. Which is crazy, but you're right. I was going to say that too, that it's not very far away from him, like being like a Calvin Klein model too, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Everyone thought of him as like this like goofy white rapper, Calvin Klein underwear model.
Yeah,
and then he comes out with this.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, I thought Donnie D was on the backup.
And then
I
like
was like, I bet it's like that's not true because drug you said drug free put the smack up, and that Logan guy is smoking crack in this film.
oh dude, I mean Logan like
I love Logan.
has
I'm
a
going
has
as
a
him for Halloween. He swims in Marilyn Manson boots. He jumps in a pool. He's like the beautiful people, the
Marilyn
beautiful
Manson boots.
people.
Um, he like he has an untimely or pretty hardcore demise too.
Oh yeah,
Like I
which
mean,
is, but he deserves it.
well, yeah, I mean, even you are kind of rooting for him to like die.
Oh, there he is. It's the lead singer from
I
Nickelback.
don't want you to miss Nobby in the back. That
Oh no,
Nobby, meth, like Jerry Cantrell, Wahlberg, and
dude.
like and like what like not Matt Dillon, but like his brother,
Brad.
yeah, like Entourage Dillon.
Oh, is that the touring band for Delamitri?
That's those are that's the three other non-blondes.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
Um,
is that Ezra?
so this
As
from
in
better
better
than.
than Ezra? It's like,
Oh
look,
man.
Ezra.
So yeah, so Logan, we're pretty sure one of our friends had that exact shirt, which is I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. And
Nobby.
and there's a lot of like not full beards, but the goatee style.
I just think it's awesome. Look, let's give Nobby a stocking hat. He's like,
with the sunglasses on top, like the goggle style.
he's like, I didn't make it in Dazed and Confused, but I got into Fear.
I
He's like,
mean,
I'm Nobby.
here's my best Nobby after he gets his drums like smashed in. He's like,
Dude, we're, we're, we're way too focused on side characters from 90s B films. What do you mean you don't know about what do you mean you don't know about Nobby from Fear?
He's like, who you got, Nobby or Logan?
Try typing Nobby from Fear into Etsy. He pops up on a copy.
I'll say this. This is how obscure these side characters are.
I'll get a coffee mug with the head of Kaiser. It's like, hey!
The worst use of Etsy of all time. I'll say this too. Like these guys are so obscure. His crew are so obscure. I actually asked AI last night to like give me descriptions of like all the crew and everything. And it was like, we don't even AI was like, sorry, man. Like he's like, all I got is Nobby and that's it.
Oh shit. Anyway, you gotta see this movie if you haven't. And I know going to my sheet here, we already talked about the scene, which is the tete-a-tete where he pounds his chest. Fear 96. It's worth it just to see Wahlberg as a creep. It's worth it for his shady crew. It's worth it for William Petersen.
Yep.
Where are we headed here? Are we doing? We talked about doing maybe like a retrospective of some of these great actors that passed. Mm-hmm. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, every time I look behind your ear, I think of the lead singer of Nickelback. He looks like the lead singer.
I think of Silverchair.
Okay, there you go. Very nice.
Boy, yeah. My boy.
Yeah. You're going away too, fat boy.
Here's a little secret I'll let out that has nothing to do with Lost Copy, but this is true. I did that song at karaoke among other songs, and this was like one of the second or third times I've been actually asked to stop singing because like, the song choice is bad. I'm terrible at singing, but so there's Silverchair for you.
Silverchair.
Which is surprisingly it wasn't on the soundtrack.
He kind of look like, you know who else he kind of looks like is the like hippie skier that gets caught in the beginning of Cliffhanger with
Yep.
Max Perlich on the side of the mountain. He kind of looks
Perlich.
like that guy.
And he also looks like Chainsaw from Chainsaw and Dave from Summer School.
From Summer School, dude. Awesome call.
Yeah.
On that note, you know, tune in for Lost Copy next time, where you don't know if we're gonna reference Dave and Chainsaw from Summer School or Fetish. You just don't know. That's why it's Lost Copy.
Yep.
Green, dude, this is a blast as always. Any parting words from you, my friend David McCall?
I would say, like, just, you know, this is like a microcosm of the 1990s.
Oh, no doubt.
And if you want to know kind of what it's like to be living in the 90s, this is a probably decent place to start. And I'll say that, like, all of the things that made us cringe in this film were very 90s kind of things.
Yeah,
anyways, like they made us cringe in real life when that crap happened as well. But
we're not endorsing severed dog heads. Don't worry, kids.
No, and all the other movies we reference here, Summer School, Straw Dogs, which are completely different things. Those are awesome too. So go see those movies as well. You know, we'll come back to you soon with some more Lost Copy.
Shit. It's the best, man. Lost Copy, bro. As the kids say, I'm gonna low key crash out on Lost Copy.
Yep. Tune in for some elite ball knowledge of movies. But seriously, smash the like button, subscribe, and for everybody that's done that so far, we really appreciate you. And tune in next time.
All right. Don't forget, we want to thank Rick Solti. All right. All right, brother. I'll see you soon. This was awesome.